Hi, plant fam. So welcome back for those of you who have been around for a while. For those of you who are new, welcome. My name is Nikki. So here on my channel, I talk about plants. I talk about pots. Not as much about pots, but sometimes we'll do a video on pots. It's a good idea. And we have a whole bunch of whatnots. Anyway, today I'm here to talk to you about this guy. So this is the Philodendron Billietiae, and can we just take a second and look at this thing? Gorgeous! Okay, so this video, I'm losing my voice. Yay! This video is specifically about the Philodendron Billietiae. So just give you a little background, what this plant's all about, where it's from, what it does. And I'm so sorry. Hold on. So much better. Okay. So that is what we're talking about tonight, the Philodendron Billietiae. Okay, so the Philodendron Billietiae, let's just give you a close-up look. I'm gonna give her a little spin. Him, actually, because we have name, like, look at those. Gorgeous. Give him a little spin. Okay. Okay, so these guys are great. They're super easy. So if you are trying to dive into the more rare plant thing, I highly recommend these guys. He is so low maintenance, but yet he's super stunning and really is a statement piece. As you can see, these leaves are nowhere near how big they can get. And let's do the Kaylee Ellen head test. Hold on. They're like, that's more accurate. So they are, and that's one of the smaller leaves. Here is a bigger one that is absolutely like, they're huge. So these leaves can actually get about 3 feet long and about 8 to 10 inches in width. So as you can imagine, they can be a substantial size. Now, here's the thing. When you buy stuff like this, it never really dawns on you how big they can get. You're just like, oh my goodness, they're so pretty and I love them. And yeah. Now, in your home, the chances of it reaching its full potential size are slim to none. I mean, you would have to have like greenhouse scenario conditions. However, they will get a substantial size, so be prepared for that. So it does climb totems. It's not super viney as a lot of other, like say the Epiphytes will actually just climb and it looks nuts. These will attach themselves once they get a little bit bigger. This guy is still fairly small. Oh, you can't see that. So right, I'm really good at this. So you can see right now he's just working on, actually he's working on a new little guy right there. Can you see that? Look at that. So when I got it, that little guy was just barely poking out. And now he is nice and big. He's coming. So these guys are really cool. They are absolutely known for their bright orange petioles or their stems. They have this gorgeous, it's a very leathery feeling leaf. They are quite thick. They do have some really pretty, I don't want to call it a variegation because it's really not a variegation. And with the shine on them, it's really hard to see, but there you go. there you can kind of see it. Do you see the different colors and the different, like, that's really cool. I absolutely love it. It's not a variegation, it's just how the leaf grows, and they're just beautiful. So these guys in the wild, and I'm gonna try not to butcher this, are Epiphytes. Epiphytes? I think I said that right. So they are kind of like an orchid. So in the wild, they are going to grow on like rocks or on the ground or off of trees or, you know, wherever they want to grow. So the man who originally discovered this actually named it after a friend of his, Frida Billietiae. I am not French, so this is not gonna go well. She had originally collected this specimen in French Guiana. So yeah, there's that. So these guys are extremely easy to grow. They like a really chunky, airy mix, as do most aroids. So you actually can't see the mix that I have them in because I do have a top dressing on here, but actually I was asked to do on my next unboxing to plant at the time after I do the unboxing, just to show the soil that I made. So I'll absolutely do that. I actually have one coming up here soon, so I am absolutely going to do that for you. So these guys grow best when they are provided with a like a moss pool to grow up. So I'm actually going to be doing that over the next couple of weeks, is getting this guy to a moss pool. He's not going to grow too much more because we're starting to get into the non-growing season. Having said that, I do have this little guy growing in here, so we'll see what happens. So these guys thrive in temperatures between about 55 to 80 degrees. Degrees Celsius, obviously. And they don't need super high light. I do have mine, usually he's sitting, you can see that spot right here on the shelf. So he's usually sitting right there. And obviously he's doing quite well. He's not really hurting for anything at all. He's quite substantial. So they are a lot easier to grow in a house than some other types similar to this. You don't need crazy high humidity. He can absolutely survive in regular home humidity situations, you know, anywhere between, I mean, you don't want to dip too low, but I'd say probably anywhere between 45 and 55% humidity. He would be absolutely fine with that. Having said that, because he is in an area in my home where I do have plants that do appreciate a little bit higher humidity, like some anthuriums and that kind of thing, so he does benefit from that. So it's like a lot of other plants. They don't necessarily require that. They will do fine in lower humidity, lower light settings, but they absolutely would appreciate and thrive in a higher humidity, higher light situation. When I say higher light, I don't mean stick them in a south-facing window and go to town. They really don't require that. So anyways, that is the Philodendron Billietiae. I think I covered pretty much. I didn't really cover watering, did I? I mean, it's one of those things, you water it when it needs water. So I usually wait until this guy gets to about, oh, I don't have my humidity. I thought I had it handy. I don't. So on my moisture meter, I wait till it gets to about a 2.5 to 3. And then I don't soak this guy right through. I just kind of give him water just to moisten the soil. And he seems to be liking that. He's doing really well. He's happy. He's shiny. He's green. And he's orange. And he's gorgeous. Yeah. I don't think think there's anything really more that I need to say. If you have any questions about this guy, I absolutely welcome those. Throw them down in the comments below, and I will answer them for you. I love chatting with you guys, and if I can help somebody, please keep in mind, I am by no means an expert. I can just tell you what I know, and from my experience, what I've done, what's working for me. It may not work for you. Again, I'm in Canada. I'm in a whole different climate than the majority of you guys. Actually, I think the majority of my viewers are actually in the US, in different locales in the US, and a lot overseas. So obviously my conditions here are a little bit different. So again, I can only offer you what I do, and what works for me. And if that works for you too, that's amazing. Anyways, guys, so yeah, if you like this video, go ahead and hit the like button. It's here somewhere. And if you want to see more content like this, I'm going to be doing a lot more spotlights on particular plants in my collection. Go ahead and subscribe. I have lots of that kind of content coming up. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. I love all of you. Don't forget to be kind, and I love you all. Good night. Grow. I like my Billy. Thank you, Bryce and Christian. And P.S. PlantCon 2020.